Look, before we get into the content, it's really important that you guys hit that subscribe button. We're out here every single day working for y'all, trying to hit y'all with the best content. And what motivates us to keep going is people like you. So hit the subscribe button, join the conversation, join the Deuce Gang.
What he said.
I get this new Apple iOS update because if you have a new iPhone, your phone's just going to come with it. But if you got the older one, you're going to have to accept it. And what might give you some pause on that is Apple apparently now has the right to go through all your shit on your phone, go through your photos, go through your text messages, go through your emails, go through anything you've downloaded, go through everything. Why? Why? Because they're looking for child porn. They're looking for kiddie porn. Look, I'm for it. I hate that stuff. Anyone who downloads it, anyone who views it, anyone who, that person, automatic death sentence, period. Period. But at the same time, you don't have the right, in my opinion, to go through my phone. If there is cause for, you to believe that somebody might be peddling in this type of smut, yes, absolutely. Get the necessary warrant, do what you got to do, comb through that person's phone, throw that person underneath the jail, and then have them, well, I'll leave that part up to the people who are in jail. They'll figure that part out. They'll know what to do with this person. But, you got to go through the correct channels in order to invade someone's privacy. I told this to my wife. She said, I don't care. I have nothing to hide. And then Bill Maher, he spoke to this, and I took his example and I gave it to my wife. And I said, all right, well, what if I sold you a house? You bought the house, you own the house. But now, once a month, I get to go to your home and just comb through all your shit while you're not there. Are you okay with that? And she's like, of course not. Same thing.
I want to know what your wife's line is. I want to know where she draws the line, because I don't think she understands that the word that I like to use all the time, precedence. This starts something, and it's allowed to expand on it because they've now opened the door. So yeah, it starts off with this. She's okay with them searching her phone based on what they're saying right now. But if, let's say in the future, these things allowed them to capture everything that she says. Like, she carries her phone around with her all the time, right? I'm pretty sure she has conversations that she wants to remain private. What if they're now recording all your conversations while you're not recording, but it's just on your phone because they're using the microphone? I'm assuming she'd have a problem with that.
Well, first of all, they do that anyways.
But let's just, you feel like would have a problem with that, is what I'm asking.
Naturally, of course.
Okay, so then there's definitely a line on the extreme case. So does she not understand that, like, when I want to understand the mentality of people like that. When that door opens, she doesn't understand.
But hold on. Just before you keep using her as an example, after I explained that to her, she was like, okay, that's a good point. And now she's naturally like, this is fucked up. But go ahead.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, like, a lot of people, I feel they know that already. Like, they know that this has to start something that could become something worse later on. But they choose, is it just that they choose to ignore it? Because I don't understand. There's so many things in our world that, like, people will just tell you that they're going to do it. And a lot of people will just accept it for what it is and not ask any questions about it, because they feel either what the person is saying is true and it's for the better, or they have nothing to hide. And they refuse to look at the consequences either of other people that might be involved, which obviously, care for yourself. It's your world. You know what I mean? I know nothing against you. But there are other people who won't feel the same for their own reasons. And then there's people who, like, understand that there's long-term consequences to these things. It just baffles my mind, is all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, the thinking is I have nothing to hide. That's why a lot of people, and you got to understand, Bill Maher said it beautifully. Like, that's a trump card. Who is against that? Of course you want to take down anyone involved with child pornography. Go nuts. Like I said, execution on site. Have a blast. So no one's going to push back on that when you say it's for that. Right. And then especially if you couple that with, I ain't got nothing to hide, but also at the same time, it's, what if you got your dick pics in there? What if you got some intimate moments with your wife? What if you got anything? Anything.
Because searching your phone means Like they're not. They have to, in order to search for child pornography. For those who don't understand, they have to search your entire phone, like everything that your phone does, and your phone is also the thing that helps them focus the ads that you see on your phone as well. How do you think they do that? How do you think they have records of these things so that they know what to do? All those things need to be searched too. Not that they don't know it already, but I'm just saying. So now they're allowed to do it.
So it's funny because, and I won't play it. I did it with the sake of doing it, for the sake of doing it, but I won't. I called Apple.
Okay.
And I told them I was recording the call, and they're like, "Well, for our privacy, you can't do it." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." Of course, I recorded it. I still have it.
Too late.
But I won't put it out. But anyways, long story short, they said they have no response to this because they like, I guess Apple hasn't made an official statement. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm on New York Times. I'm on Washington Post. I'm on NPR. I'm like, these are credible news outlets that are taking not necessarily sound bites, but quotes from Apple explaining that this is coming out.
Right. So like it's already happening.
Yeah. Like, what do you mean? Like, you don't know about it? So long story short, she couldn't give me an answer. I got escalated to a supervisor because I told him I was respectful. I'm like, this is an Apple house. I'm an Apple. Everything in my home is Apple. And if I'm going to continue to purchase your product, I need to know what I'm doing, because the Apple stuff that I have, I won't front for the viewing public. I have an old iMac. I'm using an iPhone 8. The point is I don't really have much to worry about with this, because all I got to do is just not do the software update. But what happens when I want to get a new iMac? What happens when I want to get a new iPhone? It comes with the latest software, which automatically they can go through my shit.
Well, yo, peep this too. Isn't it crazy that if, let's say, I was to murder somebody or was to commit a crime, right? And I did something on my phone that could help the cops, arrest me or incriminate me, and they were to go to Apple and request Apple and say, Apple, we need access to his phone so that we could do it. Apple would say no because of privacy laws. Haven't
100%.
they done that multiple times already?
They would say no. It takes a lot in order for a phone carrier. It takes a lot for a phone carrier manufacturer to release that.
Okay, so you know what? Let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. Let that sink in.
Again,
what is the real motive? What is the real motive?
Again, child pornography is a trump card. You're not going to find one person who's going to be against that.
I'm not saying that child pornography is not bad. I'm not saying that. But listen to what I just said as well.
I heard you.
Murderers, pedophiles, they're included too. How come when we go to you, Apple, not me, but not me personally, but when the cops go to you, or anybody of authority, and there's a crime involved, why do they have to jump through hurdles and hoops and all these things for that? But this is so, I just want to know why this is so important. There has to be a reason. And it can't just be that it's child pornography. I'm sorry. Child pornography is a horrible crime. It's a horrible crime. But there's other crimes.
Well, viewing public, I mean, what are your thoughts on this? I feel like I definitely need to include some links for this one. I'm not making this up. Just Google it. It's crazy. Google it.
People have to know about this now.
Yeah, call Apple and then see if they give you some answers. And then please do share your links in the comment section. Be respectful, because it is a sensitive topic. I don't want your comments to get flagged, and I damn sure don't want the video to get flagged either. But what are your thoughts on this? I mean, to me, this might have me thinking like I may need to jump to Apple. To Samsung. Again, nothing to hide. Zero. I just care about my privacy. These phones, I won't show my screen, but these phones.
You don't even want to show your.
This is what I'm talking about.
Your phone screen. They about to scan that whole.
Listen. These phones, the screen is password protected. And we all use it for a reason. We value the privacy. We value the privacy that's in our phone. Right? So has nothing to do with what you might be. If there's probable cause, cool. But if you're just regular schmegula, what are you going through my phone for?
Well, the problem is that when there is even probable cause, it's more difficult. That's what they're doing right now. As soon as it's established, something with probable cause, it's still more difficult to get phone information than it is for them to just say, you know what, this is what we're doing. Don't buy an iPhone if you don't like it. After we've established this culture of people who line up for iPhones.
Well, let's do it. What are your thoughts here? Seriously, Again, leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Do it.
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for this new Apple iPhone any damn way.
For to what? To buy a new one? To buy a new one or a new security system? You need to switch over to Android, my guy. Yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far. You have to like. Please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes, we are trying to get to 1,000, and we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Deuce. Yo, thanks for watching that video, making it all the way to the end. You made it this far. You have to like. Please subscribe and comment on the video as well. Join the conversation.
Absolutely. We finally hit our goal of 500 subscribers. Yes, we are trying to get to 1,000, and we can only do that with your help. You can start by watching that next video. You see that tiny little icon? Click on that icon, rinse and repeat. Deuces.
Deuce.